In this tutorial, I'll show you how to ingest jobs, candidates, and applications from ATS Systems using Unified's ATS API. Before we jump into code, here's the mental model. There are three primary entities: candidates, jobs, and applications. Candidates are the people stored in the ATS. Jobs are positions and hiring pipelines. Applications connect candidates to jobs. Applications carry the lifecycle state, stage transitions, and timestamps. They are the join layer. Keep these entities distinct. Don't flatten them into one table, or you'll corrupt reporting logic. Next, we ingest candidates. Here we're calling list ATS candidates through the unified SDK. We pass the connection ID, use pagination with limit and offset, and sort by updated at in ascending order. The important thing here is identity. The ID field is the stable primary key within a connection. Treat it as stable only inside that connection. Do not assume cross-connection identity consistency. You'll also see fields like name, emails, origin, external identifier, and metadata. Persist metadata alongside normalized fields so you don't lose custom data. Then we ingest jobs. This call is similar. List ATS jobs, same pagination pattern, same sorting. Jobs provide hiring context. Store them separately from candidates. Applications will connect the two in the next step. Key job fields include ID, name, status, groups, public URLs, openings, and company ID. Keep jobs as their own entity in your internal model. Next, we ingest applications. This is the join layer. We call list ATS applications, again with pagination and sorting. Applications link candidate ID to job ID and carry the lifecycle state. They include normalized status, original status, applied timestamps, rejection timestamps, higher timestamps, and offer details. Do not merge applications into candidate records. A candidate can have multiple applications across different jobs. Applications are separate lifecycle instances. Now, model the relationships explicitly. Your internal structure should reflect arrow candidate arrow, applications arrow. Job A candidate can have many applications. A job can have many candidates. Applications carry stage and lifecycle timestamps. Keep them distinct so reporting stays accurate. Next, move from full ingestion to incremental sync. Full resyncs don't scale. Instead, use updated GTE on all list endpoints. Store the latest updated that you processed. On the next run, fetch only records updated since that timestamp. The safe pattern is do one full load, store the latest timestamp, then switch to incremental polling. Apply that pattern to candidates, jobs, and applications. If you need near real-time updates, move to webhooks. Unified supports webhooks for ATS objects like candidates, applications, jobs, activities, interviews, and more. You can subscribe to created, updated, and deleted events. Virtual webhooks use polling under the hood. Native webhooks depend on the provider. For most ingestion workflows, polling with updated GTY is sufficient and universally supported. Use webhooks when you truly need real-time updates. Finally, identity and custom fields. Ingestion exposes duplicates. It does not eliminate them. Candidate IDs are unique per connection. Multiple connections create separate identity namespaces. ATS systems may contain duplicates. If you need deduplication, that logic belongs in your application layer, email matching, external identifiers, or candidate plus job matching. Custom fields are exposed through metadata. Persist them. Don't drop them. That's how you render provider-specific values without building custom schemas per ATS. Unified's ATS API gives you normalized objects and consistent endpoints. It does not merge identities, reconstruct deleted records, or infer relationships that don't exist in the source data. Thanks for watching. The full code is in the blog post.